So we've got a series between the Barrie Colts and the Niagara Icedogs as Niagara playing a well-disciplined game here tonight to earn the victory on home ice. Let's recap how this game went. Your starting goaltenders tonight, Ben Horevic getting the start for the Barrie Colts, while Owen Flores, no surprise, he was in net for the Niagara Icedogs. Tonight, everybody played in every period for the Icedogs, unlike last night back at the Sadlin Arena, and what a game this was. Early on, during the warm-up, Blair Scott kind of getting under the skin of a few of the Barrie Colt players. Remember, Blair Scott used to play for the Barrie Colts before joining the Niagara Icedogs during the off-season. He was actually having some good chats with Evan Passmore, Kayshawn Aitchison, and the linesmen during the warm-up. Had to separate them. No penalties out of it, but just fascinating to see those two come about. You kind of wondered maybe we'd see some fisticuffs during the hockey game, but it was just during the warm-ups for Blair Scott and his former teammates. Early on, though, the Barrie Colts out-shooting the Niagara Icedogs 7-0. Owen Flores kind of continuing where he left off from last night. Remember, the Colts just dominating on the shot clock in the third period, and Niagara came back to tie it before eventually falling in the final few minutes of the hockey game. But the Icedogs, they weathered that storm and would actually score the first goal. Carter Lowe turning over the puck, gave it right to Ryan Robrick, who made no mistake making it a 1-0 hockey game. After that, though, Alex Asadorian took a puck to the mouth, and he had to leave for repairs. It didn't look too good. There was a trail of blood on the ice, so looked pretty painful, but good news for Ice Dog fans. He would return to start the second period, and turns out he had 6 or 7 stitches on the inside of his mouth as a result of that incident. Flores, though, continued to make some amazing saves. Wakely then hit the post as it felt like a continuation from last night's hockey game. So Niagara up 1-0 after the first period. Barrie, though, outshooting the Icedogs 15-8. Now, like I said, Asadorian, he did return in the second period wearing the fishbowl. He kind of looked a little hesitant at times, wasn't on the same line as before in the first period, but boy, oh boy, he would become a factor in this hockey game. And the Barrie Colts, though, they would tie it. Riley Patterson actually banked it off of Owen Flores from below the goal line to tie the game at 1. And then Blake Aerosmith, he would get the puck right down the middle, making it a 2-1 hockey game. But after he scored the goal, he took an unsportsmanlike penalty. So the Colts going right on the power play after Blake Aerosmith made it a 2-1 score, and that's when Owen Van Steensel would tie the game at 2. And the Barrie Colts, they continued the momentum. They would have their first lead of the night after Michael Durbridge set up Emil Hemming for a great one-timer, making it a 3-2 score. But this Ice Dogs team, they were resilient tonight. They would not let up. And Asadorian, after taking a puck to the mouth, he would score on the rebound, tying it at 3 after 2 periods. And after the second period, shots favoring Barrie 29-22. So the Colts were getting the chances, but Owen Flores doing a great job in net, and the Ice Dogs doing a great job being disciplined in this hockey game. Now, in the third period, the Colts would regain the lead. Tristan Bertucci from behind the net found Anthony Romani at the side of the goal. Didn't take much to get his 6th goal of the playoffs. 6 goals in just 3 games for Anthony Romani. He has been something else. But despite that, Kevin He on the power play, he would pick off the corner. You give him that space, and the Winnipeg Jets prospect, he's going to make the Colts pay, and that's exactly what he did, tying the game at 4. And then after that, Michael Durbridge taking a bad penalty deep in the Niagara zone. It was a slashing penalty. He was frustrated with the Ice Dogs defenseman, but the evidence was on the ice with the broken stick, and he was off to the penalty box. And Niagara, they would capitalize on that man advantage. Alex Asadorian at the side of the net gets to the loose puck for his 2nd of the night, making it a 5-4 score. The Colts, they would continue to put on pressure. They called a timeout. They would get the puck on goal. Flores continued to make the saves. And the Niagara Icedogs, Kevin He, would put this one to bed with an empty net goal. And Niagara winning their first playoff game since 2019. So the Ice Dog fans quite excited here at the Meridian Center, and it was quite the atmosphere. And I used to cover the Ice Dogs. That's actually where I got my broadcasting start for the OHL 17 years ago, so it's kind of nice being back here in the city of St. Catharines. I do miss the Jack, but still, the Meridian Center, a nice place to take in a game. And we know we're going to be back here on Thursday for Game 4, but the Ice Dogs have made this a series. Your 3 stars tonight, Owen Flores, your 3rd star, 35 saves. Kevin He, the 2nd star with 2 goals. And then Alex Asadorian, a puck to the mouth and 2 goals. And he is your 1st star of the night. So what a game it was here tonight as Owen Flores and company get the big victory. They are back in this series We know there's going to be a Game 5 at the Saddle Arena on Saturday, but can the Ice Dogs pull off 2 wins in a row in this series to maybe force a Game 6? So this series isn't done yet, as we'll get ready for Game 4 rather, on Thursday, and I will be here. I'll do a recap video, and yeah, let's follow along with this series between the Barrie Colts and the Niagara Icedogs. Let me know your thoughts on tonight's game. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Talk to you again soon.